Greetings. Now, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a very important subject. Personally, one of my favorites, actually, but that is that you have unlimited potential. I'm not selling you a pipe dream or none of that. This is straight facts. Now, in this world, it is empirically proven that most people are average. In case you don't know what empirically means, it means it's observable, you can see it. Now, pretty much, society has raised us to be lazy. Now, don't start thinking that I'm crazy because I'm saying this, but if you just look around, right? Look at parents. What do they do to their kids when they're full of energy and they're annoying their parents? Oh, what they do is they just sit them down behind a TV, right? And have them sit lethargically watching into the screen, rotting their brain. That's pretty much what's going on. Now, as they grow up, what ends up happening? Oh, they go to school, right? The government forces them to go to school, kindergarten to 12th grade. So they sit behind a desk with 30 other students, listening to the same material, being forced to obey rules, being forced to just sit there and listen, right? Then they get to the stage of their life where they have to work, right? And at their work, they're being told what to do as well. I guess there's nothing wrong with being told what to do. For me, yes. For most people, no. But nonetheless, they're paid and they just do what they're told. Most of which is lethargic as well, right? You're just standing there. You're just doing, not breaking any rules. You're just obeying. But let me tell you guys something. Let me give you guys an analogy, specifically of a little baby elephant. Now, when an elephant is a baby, it can be restrained by a string tied to a stake on the ground, right? Now, that little baby elephant, it will fight, it will pull, it will try breaking out of it, but it's just too small to escape. Now, eventually, it just gives up, and it realizes there's no use in fighting. Fact. Elephants don't stay little forever. We all know that, right? So eventually, it grows up into what can potentially escape that little stake in that little string. But what happens? It doesn't. It doesn't because it's already accepted its limits. It says there's no use in fighting. So you can restrain an elephant with just a stake and a string if that's what it was raised in, believing that that's what its limits were. And oftentimes, we are like that elephant, right? But I'm here to tell you, we can do anything. But we don't even try, for the majority, right? At a young age, society tells us, oh, be realistic. You're crazy. That's impossible. Now, what this does is it causes us to go with the flow, to do what society tells us, and to not even challenge the status quo. So for the majority, we don't even care if what society is telling us is true or not. We just obey. We're like, okay, yes, master, I'll do what you say. And what ends up happening is that most people live an average life. This is why there are so many midlife crises, right? Because people at the age of 50, 40, 60, whatever, they look back in their lives, they reflect on all the things they've done, and this is the interesting part. They realize they haven't done anything worthwhile, anything worth sharing, anything that's out of the ordinary. I'm here to tell you, you don't have any limits. What most people do is they have excuses. Excuses for why they can't. Excuses for why it's easier for someone else to do it. An excuse for why it's impossible. And my football coach in high school once told me that excuses are like assholes. They all stink. Now, I don't subscribe to that vulgar language too much, but regardless, there's an important message behind that statement. And that really is that excuses are meaningless, man. All they really do, whenever we make an excuse for why we can't, why we failed, or why someone else is better, all we're really doing is just putting our weakness for the whole world to see, right? We're saying, oh, look at me, I'm freaking weak, I can't handle this. Whatever, man. Going back to the central topic, right? I mentioned a lot about being average and how the majority are. Now, of course, in society, any society, there will be average individuals, right? By the very definition of the word average. It only makes logical sense. But by the simple fact that you're here watching my YouTube channel tells me that you, my friend, are far from average. You and me, we are far from average. Let's not let society mold us. Let's go out there and create our destiny. If my videos really speak to you, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and click that subscribe button for your boy. I'm 19 years old and I want to help improve as many lives as I can. And for that, I'm definitely going to need your guys' help. So please, click that share button, share this video with your friends, family, relatives, dogs, uncles, whatever you want to call them, just please share. My name is Gio, and I wish each of you much love and peace.